Ebiking the Danube, and this leg is from Passau to Vienna. We started this trip where the last one left off, and this is Passau, where on the left the river Inn comes in from the Alps, in the middle the Danube, on the right the little Ilz. Because of the Inn, from here on in, the water of the Danube was very milky, light green. Sometimes we were a field's width away from the riverside, and sometimes we were right next to the riverside. Sometimes we were alongside a road as well, unfortunately. Not too sure if it was the improved weather or if it was the improved scenery or maybe the improved cycle track, but this section truly is the bizzo.
And the lady with Harry the dog. Come on, Harry.
Now this is an interesting place called Schlogen Schlinge. This is where there's a double bend in the river. Tight, serious bends. And I felt that the trip was superbly engineered, such that we stayed just round the second bend at this Gasthof Nikolaus. Obviously the trip wasn't too well put together because the following morning it was raining. How dare it? Most times we cross the Danube either on a bridge or across a dam, but not always. This is approaching the city of Linz, which is a pretty grey place on a pretty grey day, and it's most famous for being the birthplace of a certain Adolf Hitler. Ever heard of him? No, me neither.
Plant a tree in 73, buy a saw in 74.
Germany and Austria have obviously put a lot of money into this Danube Cycle Track, the Radweg, and it shows. It really is a lovely place, and it's very, very popular. We never really noticed that the dams were a thoroughfare for traffic, but they were always available to cross on a bike. Our hotel at Ardagger shift was shown as not having any evening meals on the Monday night that we came, so we diverted to Ardagger Markt for something to eat. And this was our hotel at Ardagger Stift, whatever that means. Best not to ask. But the following morning found us pedalling down the side of the Danube in the sun on a traffic-free lane. It was just superb out in nooks. You can pedal down either side of the Danube for most of the way, but I think we must have chosen the wrong side for this bit, unfortunately. Not at all ideal.
My little mates.
This trip might not have been always sunny, but it was always smiley. One of the nicest places we stayed was in a real jewel of a town called Melk. And the reason was it had this huge abbey on the hill above the little village. It was beautiful. Lucky we weren't pedalling past that lot when it fell. Don't know if it's common knowledge, we certainly never knew, but Mandy's body apparently doesn't make enough alcohol of its own, so she has to take supplements on a regular basis.
Nice shady tree, with others waiting in the wings to jump in our seats as soon as we go.
As Johnny B would say, clear!
Every now and again we keep coming across shrines at the side of the road. Sufficient, though not plentiful, resupply points.
Not only us taking advantage of the shade then. We decided not to mock the ultra-modern hotels, some of which we stayed in, because their decor can be used really well to hang your washing on. The best bits to me were always just the cycle track and the Danube.
Morning.
Oh look, another dam. Where's me drone? Quite a lot of other cyclists on the tour as well, some with even cheaper gear than ours. I'm sure cyclists come in all shapes and sizes, but they do all tend to end up with the same mindset. What a joy. Can't think why people in Grimsby and Scunthorpe don't paint beautiful pictures on the sides of the houses either. Another Mandy stop, had to keep the levels up. Just ace. At Tulln, which nearly became the capital of Austria, there was this fountain, the Nibelungen fountain, commemorating the time when Siegfried met Brunhilde. Not sure why, we just took shelter from the sun under a tree. "334 kilometres from Passau to Vienna." There were some cracking places to stop. We stayed a night at Altenburg as well, in a particularly forgettable hotel. No sooner had we got going again the following morning, but Yvonne's blood ice cream level seemed to dip suddenly. I suffer for that woman. Seems there are quite a few ways into Vienna, but they're all pretty tortuous. We just bumbled our way in generally, I think. But once there, it was all we hoped it would be, and more really. Mandy, can you get your hip fixed for next time, please? Clocks, dental meditation, protest, monuments, white buildings, very ornate, very pretty. Oh, more white buildings. And then, oh, would you believe there's more big grand white buildings? Then some cheap buildings selling expensive gear. All modelled by Raimondo. Always tickles me seeing Chinese tourists making prawn balls of themselves. The holiday photos must be really, really boring. The girls insisted that we went out to see at least one of the palaces and gardens, and they chose Schönbrunn. Then it was back into town and out for a meal. Thanks for watching once more, everybody. You were magnificent.